Hey, AJ here, and today we're going to make some blueberry pancakes. Why, you ask? Excellent question, camera. The reason we're making blueberry pancakes is because ever since we were little kids, we had this little tradition that on Christmas morning, we wanted pancakes. I don't know where we got the idea, probably saw it in a movie or something, but anyway, that's what we're doing today. And JD, my beautiful, lovely, amazing fairy wife, she wants some blueberry pancakes. So let's make some vegan, gluten-free blueberry pancakes, but don't click away. They're gonna be good. Just because they're gluten-free and vegan doesn't mean they don't have to be good. So let's get into making your very own blueberry pancakes. All right, so we got a mixing bowl. Basically what you're gonna want to start with is actually your liquid ingredients. So I actually put it in a mug because, you know, like Christmas vibe. Like I'm in jammies, you know what I'm saying? Like my mom got me these. Pretty good, right? And so we've got about a cup of almond milk in here. We threw just normal unsweetened almond milk. Any plant milk would work. We threw a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Now, before you get grossed out, the reason we're doing that is because we're trying to mimic a buttermilk sort of vibe in this pancake. Even though it's blueberry buttermilk still goes together. It's kind of like blueberry muffins and, oh, right, blueberry pancakes. So we're gonna throw those in there because you wanna give it a couple of minutes to kind of, it almost curdles. Again, don't be grossed out, it's gonna be good. And we can throw the vanilla in there as well. And then in a large mixing bowl, we have got our gluten-free 1-to-1 baking flour. This could also be oat flour. This could also be normal flour. This could also be flowers like lilacs and roses and flowers. We're gonna throw a tablespoon of baking powder into here. That's gonna help it rise. And then we're also gonna throw a pinch of salt in there as well and 2 tablespoons of cane sugar. If you don't like no sugar, it could be coconut. That's fine, but don't skip it. You need a form of sugar in there, otherwise it won't brown well. You wanna know how I know? Because I just made it and I forgot to put the sugar in, so I'm redoing it. Oh no! And I don't want you to have to redo it. So let's get into this. So we have the dry ingredients mixed, get them nice and stirred. And this recipe, of course, is gonna be found in the link below if you want the full thing. This is pretty good for like 2 people or 4 super light eaters. Like they want a pancake and coffee. And now that these wet ingredients have kind of hung out for a while, we're gonna stir them, make sure they're nice and mixed. And I'm just using a mug because again, it's Christmas morning vibe. All right, and we're gonna pour it in and we're gonna whisk it until it's very smooth. And if it doesn't look smooth, if it's looking a little too thick, just don't be afraid to add a little bit more almond milk. The other thing about gluten-free flour is because there's no gluten, you don't have to risk overworking it. And you know, sometimes when you overwork normal flour in pancakes or cakes or whatever, it can become really dense and it can ruin the vibe of your pancake. So with this one, just really give it to it. Just teach it a lesson and make sure it's nice and smooth. And if it doesn't look runny enough, again, don't be afraid to add just a little bit of almond milk. So yeah, here's a good example. See, so this is mixed well, but it's kind of like just a little too thick, you know, with 1C, the bad kind of thick. So let's add maybe, I don't know, 4 tablespoons of almond milk just to make it a little bit thinner so that, you know, it looks like a pancake and not a cake. See, and that's sort of the vibe we're going for. See how that looks nice and smooth? It looks beautiful. I don't even wanna eat it. That's how beautiful and glorious it is. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna throw it on a non-stick pan or griddle. You can use oil if you want, but I've found that sometimes that kind of like, it makes your pancake oily. Surprising, right? But it's, yeah, so I'm just gonna throw it on there. You may find also that with the gluten-free flours, it doesn't get as browned, but that's totally fine. And it may need to cook a little longer on there as well. So, you know, be patient with it. It's a pancake. It needs your attention and love and care. It's like a puppy. So when you're putting your pancake batter on there, the other thing too is it doesn't bubble like traditional flour does, so you just kind of have to keep an eye on it. You'll start to see it almost starts to cook all the way through. It's different than your traditional pancake. So I'm gonna go over to the griddle, start cooking these up. And right before, if you wanted to, you know, add chocolate chips or blueberries, this is when you would do it. After this is nice and mixed together, and then you can throw blueberries in it, chocolate chips, all sorts of things. You can throw chocolate cocoa powder, make chocolate pancakes, all those things work. So I'm gonna get these rolling, and I will see you when it's time to chomp on them. All right, so we got some pancakes here. I threw some butter. The butter is melted. Some syrup on it. That's actually syrup. It's not motor oil. And you didn't know that sometimes they use motor oil, food stylists, for syrup? Why wouldn't you know that? So now I've got my beautiful fairy wife. She's gonna come try some blueberry pancakes. You let me know how they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
They look really good.
Do you like how they look? Good.
Yeah, I think they look cute.
Cool. Little stack of 3 for the little.
Yeah. Am I supposed to cut into all 3?
You can have as many. Do you need a knife?
No.
No, I don't use no knife. I was a farm girl. Good? Is it what you wanted? Great. Are they cooked enough? My first batch of them I actually ruined. Because I forgot to put sugar, and if you don't put sugar in, it won't caramelize right. So you don't actually want the sugar for the flavor, it's for how it cooks, and they ended up looking like messed up tortilla chips, kind of.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, maybe I'll throw a little in so you can see it. But yeah, you like it? Great.
It's
Awesome.
really good.
Cool.
Neat.
All right, well, you can take it. Thank you
Okay.
so much for, oh, do you want to rate it? Or do you just want to tell me how much you love it?
It's a 10.
It's a 10. You're a 10. You take those out of there. Blueberry pancakes, super easy, as long as you don't ruin it the first time. So it's a good thing you're watching the video. You let me ruin it for you. If you end up making your own little Christmas breakfast thing, go and tag me at Rivera. And if you're watching this long, maybe mush like. And if you want to see this face more often, subscribe, hit the bell. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.